Good morning, Libra, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I will be doing a reading for you for the week of April 21st to the 27th, 2024. Now today is the 22nd, and I apologize for the lateness of my video. I was really sick last week with strep throat, so I was in bed with fever and had knives in my throat, it felt like. So I'm back now, and here is your reading. Okay, I have cut the decks already, and I have shuffled each deck 6 times utilizing the numerology of the date April 21st, 2024. So why don't we dive right in? The first card we have today is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is a card that it can be interpreted as being a card of lying, cheating, or stealing. Okay, so there can be some warnings against that, or being mindful of who you share your information or what you're working on with. Okay, your ideas, because this is a swords card, so it's air, it's ideas and communication and thoughts and whatnot. Okay, but that being said, the Seven of Swords in the normal Rider-Waite deck, and with here, it's a golden card, okay? And so that is a good omen. It's really positive, okay? And so on the normal Rider-Waite deck, we have a gentleman who is in an army, okay? And he has broken in and snuck into the encampment of his opposing army, who he is at war with, okay? And he is stealing the swords of the army so that he can mitigate having to go into hot war and having people die. Okay, so he's being strategic. So this is a card of strategy and thinking ahead and like 5D chess kind of thing. Okay, so you want to, we'll have to get some more cards, obviously. So it's thinking outside of the box, knowing that there are different ways about going to reach a goal. Okay, so instead of going to war with someone, this gentleman has stolen their ammunition, stolen their weaponry, so that it inhibits the ability to go to war. Okay, and that might open up lines of communication that would have otherwise be overlooked, okay, or wouldn't have even been an option. So you're being encouraged, Libra, to think outside of the box and think of different ways about doing things to get to the same goal that you are trying to strive towards. Okay. Now, I'm also getting here with the Seven of Swords is that if you are looking for different ways about, or you need some inspiration or looking for different ways, maybe you have had some sort of block with your creativity, with thinking about ideas and thinking outside the box, you know, YouTube and the internet is a very good resource where you can steal, quote unquote, because it's not stealing. People are sharing their ideas, and you know, there really isn't any new ideas anymore, right? Everything's kind of been done, but we can build off what has already been done, okay, and make it even better. So if you're looking for different ideas to help you think outside the box, utilize what is available to you. Okay, so it's not lying, cheating, or stealing per se, but you are getting inspiration from seeing what other people have done in the specific field, or seeking help or guidance. There's a lot of how-to videos on YouTube and stuff like that. So, and it's all free, right? So utilize what is available to you to help you think outside of the box as well. Okay. Then we have the Strength card. So the Strength card is a card that is a representation of Leo. Leo leads with his heart. Leo has very childlike behavior, like not childlike behavior, but his soul is very childlike, okay, which is very pure, it is enduring, and it is very playful, okay. And this is, you're being perhaps guided and encouraged to tap into your childlike self, and perhaps there are some skills and gifts and talents and abilities that you have had when you were a child that perhaps you have forgotten, okay, because of life and growing up and maturing, and some hobbies perhaps that you have used to delve into, maybe playing an instrument, maybe doing art, maybe playing sports, something that you're being encouraged to go back to, okay? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I know this isn't the normal interpretation of this, but I'm getting this intuitively, okay? So a lot of inspiration, okay, can come when you are in your downtime as well. Okay, so when you're working all the time, you can get burnt out and you can become disenfranchised and not motivated and lose your inspiration and lose your creativity because you're constantly on the grind and you're forcing yourself to come up with ideas, to think outside the box. And you know, if you're trying to force creativity, that kind of like opposes the whole idea of it. Okay, it should be coming naturally. So if you take a break and balance out your work or whatever it is that you're working on, that you're trying to seek new ideas and inspiration for, trying to think outside of the box, then you need to balance it out with perhaps some things that you enjoy. Okay, even watching movies, going for a walk every day, exercising, and perhaps tapping into all of those hobbies and gifts and skills that you used to do when you were younger, can open up other pathways in your mind that can allow you to think more creatively. And a lot of inspiration and eureka moments can come while you're doing these things. And say messages and stuff can come through movies. I used to get a lot of messages from the universe through movies, and it would be like weirding me out of the synchronicities and stuff that would come through. I haven't got it in a long time, but it was very strong at one point. Okay, and like radio and listening to specific songs, or you know, or people that you might meet perhaps on a walk or going to the coffee shop, like break the routine of what you normally would do. And I think a lot of the inspiration will be coming to you when you're not trying to find it. Okay. Now with the Strength card as well, on the normal Rider-Waite deck, there's a woman with a lion, and she is taming the lion. Her hand is in the lion's mouth and the tail is between its legs. Okay, and so it is a kind of like a metaphor that you need to tame your internal being, your internal state as well. Okay, doing your shadow work and being comfortable and being able to face and sit with your shadows, because they are who you are. It is part of who you are, and we live in a reality of duality, and we can't be with one without the other. Okay, you can't be light and be positive without having integrated and accepted the darker aspects of yourself. Okay, and it helps you become stronger in the long run. There are no negative emotions. They all serve a purpose, and they all try to communicate something with you. So if something is making you feel a negative emotion, what is it trying to tell you? Perhaps you are not in alignment, or something that doesn't resonate with you anymore if it's eliciting this sort of response in you. Okay, and so it's trying to tell you something. And if we did not have negative emotions, then we would die in this world, in this 3D reality. Because if we were just happy and trusting everyone, and you know, didn't have a sense of danger, of impending danger and stuff like that, we would get taken advantage of, and we would probably die from an accident or get killed, or like, you know, like if we didn't have, these are safety integrations that we have to keep us alive for survival. Okay, and so they also have a purpose, like anger and reacting to how someone treats you and stuff like that. These are all there's a time and place for some of those harsher, darker emotions to come out in order for you to survive. Okay, so and when we're pairing those two together here, right, being strategic in how you react to situations as well. So remember, you don't always have to react right away to external stimuli. okay? If someone wants a response from you, or they are pushing you, and that you're, you know, if someone's pissed you off or something like that, you don't need to respond right away. Do not respond from an emotional state, or you don't give an answer to people. We live in a world now where everything is immediate, and people expect you to text them back right away. People expect you to pick up the phone all the time because you have your phone on you, so you should pick it up. But no, I have boundaries, and I have time and places. If I'm doing something, I'm doing something, and I don't have to respond right away. And you can think about your thoughts. You need to be strategic in how you're responding, okay, to things that are going on in your life. And the next card we have is death, okay? So, like, another thing here, like Arya, her family was killed, okay, in the Game of Thrones, and she goes and gets revenge for everybody. So, you know, there are emotions can motivate you to do things too, right? And I'm not saying to go out and kill people. I'm not saying to go get revenge. That these are things that are personal, and no one can tell you what to do with respects to revenge and that kind of thing. But normally I would suggest that you just focus on yourself, because that's kind of lowering your vibration down to another level, and you're making that person have power over you, right? And so building yourself to be a better person and building yourself to be stronger and overcoming things is a revenge in itself, all right? And moving forward. Now, that being said, death is not necessarily a death. It doesn't necessarily mean physical death. We are going through a major transformation right now. That solar eclipse that was in Aries, that total solar eclipse that was in Aries, was on the axis of Aries in Libra. Libra's on the other side of that, okay? And so this could have been a major transformational moment for you, Libra, going forward, or perhaps you even started feeling it a lot, like months and prior to that. Okay, so this is the death of your old self and your old life, and a transformation into a new way of living. Perhaps you've been going through a dark night of the soul. Perhaps this is a spiritual death. Perhaps your death of ideas, your old ways of thinking. Perhaps you are starting to wake up to a lot of the truths that are happening in the world. The world is not what it seems. It seems that everything we have been taught is a lie. Okay, so that being said, when I take it all together with the Seven of Swords and the Strength card, okay, so the Seven of Swords is being strategic and being mindful of sharing your thoughts and ideas with people, okay, but this can be being strategic in how you move forward with all of the new thoughts that you are having and the new ideas that you are having, and having the strength to realize that this is all working for you and it's not working against you. The universe, all of the things that are happening for you, not to you, okay? So you're tapping down and deep inside, getting those reserves of strength, and trying to look at down the road at what consequences could happen, like being strategic and playing 5D chess. Like, if I do this move, what is my opponent's move going to be 7 moves later, kind of thing, okay? And trying to navigate yourself that way. But you are going through a major transformation right now. So, yeah, let's get some more cards here. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, you have pure nature. So being strategic, thinking outside of the box, and tapping deep down into the reserves of strength, because you are going through a deep transformation that is going to lead you to become your true authentic self. You are blossoming into your true authentic being, okay? And I'm getting here with the Seven of Swords, because there is the concept of lying, cheating, and stealing with this card. I would keep a lot of your transformative experiences right now to yourself, okay? Every rose has a thorn to protect itself. And because I think that you're not resonating with a lot of the people in your life right now. And a lot of the people from your old life are not going to understand where you're coming from. And people that are resonating with you, there's a lot of soul tribe reunions coming back. So you will find people that do resonate with the vibrational frequency that you are emulating now. But be mindful of who you share. You don't need to deal with negative feedback from people that you're sharing your experiences with, because that's just going to lower your frequency, and then you're going to second guess your development and second guess your rebirthing after this death transformation. Okay, this is a personal experience for you, and it's very big. And so I would just meditate and do try to transmute the energy somehow through creative endeavors. Okay. With the Strength card, we have Touch the Sky. So a lot of the things that you have been working on, and a lot of the thoughts that you have had, perhaps that you are trying to think outside of the box and be strategic with, you need to bring them down to reality and put them into action. Okay? And it might have to call you, because these are new things. These are... You're thinking outside of the box and trying to apply them into the 3D world. It's going to take some courage, especially if these are things that you are not used to doing. If this is something new that you are stepping into new territory that you have no experience in. Okay, but you are being encouraged to take the lead on this and have faith in yourself and bring your ideas into reality. Okay, trust your intuition, trust your thoughts, okay, and where the universe is trying to guide you here. Okay, because you don't even know the avenue where you are going. This is totally new for you, and because you are shedding all of the old self that you thought you were, all that conditioning and everything like that that the world has done to you, and now you're starting to unravel and bloom, and your real self is starting to come out. So it might feel unnerving and uneasy because you probably haven't seen this side of you for a very long time, since you were a kid maybe, right? So with the Death card, you have My Home is My Castle. So take refuge with your home. Perhaps start utilizing the energies of the spring to make your home reflect yourself even more. I know when I was depressed a lot and on medication a long time ago, my home, like, it made me very dull. It made me very non-creative. It made my apartment and my home was not very pleasing and not very aesthetically pleasing. And so perhaps you are exiting this dark night of the soul, and you're being encouraged to start creating your environment like a reflection of the blossoming person you are becoming. Okay, so start decorating your environment to reflect your inner soul and how beautiful it is, my dear Libra. Okay, this might even signify, because it is paired with the Death card, you might be moving. Some of you might be moving, okay? So it's not going to be for everyone, because this is a general reading, but death is a transformation. And so maybe this whole process will leave you living somewhere on the other side of the world, on the other side of the country, the other side of the city. It would depend, okay? Also with the Death card and this, so I'm utilizing Jungian analysis here with respects to dream analysis. And when you look at the symbolism of the house or a castle or something like that in dream analysis, each level of the of the building represents different aspects of yourself. So like the basement and the lower levels would be your subconscious, the main levels would be your conscious, and then the higher levels of the building would be your like extrasensory psychic abilities and intuition and stuff like that. Okay, so perhaps you are unraveling this death of this transformation of you is you're unraveling and exposing different levels of yourself that you haven't touched in a long time. You haven't, you're finding different rooms in your subconscious. You're dealing with your shadow selves, perhaps indoors in rooms that have been locked away for quite some time, and during this transformation and dark night of the soul that you are emerging out of. Okay, so and this is allowing you to blossom into your true authentic self, because you're facing all of the things that happened to you, any trials, traumas, and tribulations that perhaps you have gone through, and you are now integrating them within yourself, and you're able to step into your true authentic being, because you have exposed all the hidden rooms and secret passageways and things that have been locked away for some time. So you're conscious, you're unraveling your unconscious, and you are tapping into your extrasensory abilities too. So you're becoming more integrated whole. This is a very interesting reading. I haven't been this specific and gotten that deep in a very long time. Okay, so let's end with an animal spirit card, and then we'll stop there. So we have the Puffin, partnership. Okay, that was a very interesting reading. All right. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help, and teamwork will give you the best results. Companionship, colorful, groups, loyalty, sensual, good parent, awkward, and hard worker, and fun. Puffins live in extremes of cold and seasonal darkness. They mate for life, and their love keeps them warm. Puffins with their natural tuxedos are dressed up in black and white with just a touch of color. They have a big attitude and are very expressive. Puffins are caring and thoughtful parents. When they leave their young to go to sea, they leave their offspring with relatives for safety. Puffins are clumsy creatures on land, but are incredible dancers in the sea. They belong to the water, and their lives are long, loving, and never lonely. Puffin people share these amazing qualities. They are fun, colorful, hardworking, loving, and full of contrasts. They like to dress up and strut their stuff. Puffin people can see their best qualities and beauty in everyone and never focus on their foibles. If Puffin is your totem, the desire for a lifelong mate will be strong. Partnership is important to you. Cooperation to care for the young is a dominant point of focus. Warm companionship is your aim, so remember to nurture your relationships. And and I'm just getting like, don't force relationships that are not resonating with you anymore, okay? Because I know you are striving and maybe you're lonely right now, but you need to know that those who are in alignment and on the same frequency as you are on their way, okay? Are you waddling around, regain elegance in a salt bath, or relax by the sea? Have you lost contact with your home and family? Reconnect. Are you sensitive about your appearance and not focus on just how fun, beautiful, and deserving you are? Avoid self-criticism and believe in yourself. Okay, Libra, very interesting reading. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You can also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach, definitely check out not only your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for your energy and for you watching my video. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.